Hi, this is Pat Kelly. Okay, in this problem, we're supposed to write an equation for the function that's being described. So they give us a bunch of verbiage, and we have to try to write the algebra that represents that. Okay, and they'll typically give you this parent function when they say that it has this shape, the shape of. So I would definitely want to start by focusing on that function, and that'll be our parent function. And then we start to look at what else is being described. They're probably going to describe some of the transformations that we've been learning. And you have to know how to write those transformations then in terms of the algebra. So let's get down to a start for our answer here. G of x equals, and I know my basic expression is going to be this x squared, but then I have to think about how these transformations affect that algebra. And to start, I do see that there's a shift 3 units to the right. And what you want to be thinking there is that shifts to the left or to the right, those horizontal shifts, those are written algebraically within parentheses, all snuggled up with the input, the x, before any kind of exponentiation or absolute values or square roots or anything like that. Okay, so I know I want something on the inside, so I'll start with x in parentheses squared. That's my parent function. And then this horizontal shift I'm going to represent inside the parentheses. And here's then where you need to remember, shifting to the right, that's actually subtraction. A shift to the left would be addition. So mine is to the right by 3 units. I want to subtract 3. Okay? And I'm done with that shift. The next thing I see is that it does say it's also shifted 7 units down, right? So a vertical shift, right? Now you want to be thinking vertical shifts are represented outside of everything else, so kind of like a tack on or tag along. And 7 units down, I'm going to put either +7 or -7 here, and the good thing with vertical shifts is it is the operation that you think typically. Down you think negative, so this is subtract 7. Try to get that better. Okay, subtract 7 comes from that shift 7 units down. Okay, and I'm at the end of my sentence. But I'll also tell you, if you read anything about any kind of stretch or shrink or even a flip through the x-axis, that's going to be when you want to think of putting a coefficient in front of your argument, in front of your x expression. Okay? Big number, fraction, negative number, depending on what's going on with the stretch or the shrink or the flip. Okay? That's mine. You go do yours, all right?